Who should people be listening to, Nassim? The coronavirus maximalists like Andrew Cuomo, or the coronavirus minimalists, a camp that occasionally includes the president, Donald Trump?
I don't understand this false dichotomy. Separating the economy from the virus is extremely foolish because it's not like you have two different parallel universes. Having something spread like this is very damaging to the economy. And to give you a simple thing, had we spent the money or probably taken a hit or transferred the risk to the airlines who would have taken a hit in January, we wouldn't be here today. The problem we have today is too much connectivity. They did not want to spend pennies in January. Now they're going to spend trillions. So, and if you delay more, you're going to spend even more. We don't know much about this disease. This is not a regular, it's not the flu, okay? It's much more untractable. We don't know enough about it. Therefore, it should be extra cautious.
So on the one hand,
this trade-off is a fake trade-off.
It's a fake trade-off. So
yes.
Delaying is something that was done, and in many cases is no longer being done. In this state, for example, New York State, there's no delay. There's a lot of social distancing being enforced, and obviously much of the economy is shut down here and across the country. What about sending people back to work as fast as possible?
I don't think it makes sense to send people back to work. I think even if the president can say whatever they want, it'd be irresponsible on the part of employers to have people in the office, in the elevators. The World Health Organization has been way behind. They didn't realize that face masks would be a good idea until recently, after 2.5 months of wasting time telling people not to wear masks. So I don't think the government, the central government, has much to say here, except perhaps for their employees.
Nassim, you were highly critical of
Yes.
the bank bailouts of 2008
Yes.
and 2009. Now, of course, the government is spending $2 trillion to try and rescue the economy before it collapses once again. Will these bailouts work any better than the last bailouts?
Okay, so bailouts, by definition, have a problem. So, and the first one, I'm going to say bluntly here, they're not bailing you out, Erik Schatzker. They're not bailing out the listeners here. They're bailing out investors and corporations. And who are they bailing out? Those who did not have a buffer. Okay, not having a buffer is irresponsible, whether you're a corporation or an investor. Now, you got to realize that nature, Mother Nature, or God, however, whatever your theology, made us with two kidneys. And this applies, I guess, even to Bloomberg employees, no, that they have two kidneys. Why two kidneys? We have huge extra capacity because you may need it one day. Because if you don't have extra protection, you will, you may face difficulties, you may face something. You don't have to predict the environment. It's the equivalent of having cash on hand rather than debt. So we favor the companies, the system favor the companies that spend their cash instead of keeping it in reserve, spend their cash to buy their stock, and furthermore borrowed, over those who had a cautious attitude. And now we're bailing out those who made that mistake.
Nassim,
we should bail out employees, we should bail out citizens, not corporations who made these mistakes. That's at the level of corporation. Now, at the level of portfolios, we're also bailing out. Yes.
Could I ask you a question on that subject? Because you've been reminding us since the financial crisis, and if anyone was listening actually before the financial crisis, of the need to have catastrophe insurance.
Exactly.
Tail risk protection
exactly.
is another term of art for it in the financial markets. Here we are, down some 24% from the highs in the U.S. stock market. The question investors are asking themselves, Nassim, is it too late, or should we be buying insurance now against the potential for yet more market declines?
Okay, the worst thing you can do with insurance is try to time it. Okay, you have to have your insurance at all times, and the way Universal, we explain it to people. We tell them, listen, I don't time my car insurance, I don't time my house insurance, and I wouldn't buy a house if I can't insure it. So same thing. If you don't have a tail insurance, you don't have a portfolio. Your portfolio is eventually going to blow up.